What's up, everybody? It's Hayden Jones from SA Boxing Talk. Now, shall we get straight into the news? Or should you hit that subscribe button right now? That would be gladly appreciated. Of course, if you're new to the channel or you've been here a million times, I would highly appreciate it if you haven't subscribed yet, so go ahead and do that. Now, obviously, we're talking about international news today. Brandon Adams has decided on an opponent. Now, he had the choice between two guys. Charlo, the undefeated Charlo, or Gennady Golovkin. And he's gone for Charlo. Just to burst everyone's bubble, Charlo is coming off a terrible performance against Matt Kobarov, but that's probably why Brandon Adams has gone for him. Other than that, Adams has actually been a sparring partner of Triple G, so he knows the ins and outs of how good Triple G is. He's decided to stay very far away from that. Now, there's been rumors that, of course, Showtime, who are actually putting on the show between Charlo and Adams, did offer better money than DAZN did. And as you know, Triple G is signed with DAZN. So, money talks, and I think as well, high money, lower risk, as opposed to Gennady Golovkin, who would be a higher risk in this instance. I do feel, though, that Charlo's going to be hungry coming off that terrible performance that he did. I do feel that his brother's performance also was terrible on that evening. Of course, his brother lost that evening. So, a lot is going through the Charlos. Who's to say? But maybe they were all hype. Are they not all hype? We don't know. That's yet to be seen, And, of course, this fight... Now, Adams won the Contender Series. He beat Shane Mosley's son, Shane Mosley Jr. And, of course, Adams' career is not that great. So his chances of winning this fight are not exactly great. You still got to favor the undefeated middleweights at Charlo in this fight. Based on resumes, 21 wins, 2 losses. I'm not sold on Adams yet. He lost to a guy that Gennady Golovkin absolutely annihilated in the form of Willie Monroe Jr. He lost to him, and he lost wide, But not to say that he can't come back from that and hasn't improved. He probably has improved drastically, but, there's that old adage, which is there's levels in this game. And you almost feel that Charlo is going to be too much on another level to what Adams is going to be. And I don't want to write Adams off. Of course, he's earned this position, and he's earned the right to, by winning the Contender Series, the right to contest against the world's best guys. But you know what? When you're looking at it as an analyst and you're looking at it as, from the outside, and you can kind of see patterns in boxing. Of course, boxing does have a lot of surprises. You do get upsets, but generally you have a feeling of who's going to win if you drag the emotions out of it. If you're not a fan of someone, you generally have a feeling who's going to win. And at this fight, I have a feeling Charlo's going to win. And if he fought Gennady Golovkin, I'd have a feeling Gennady Golovkin would win. So, but don't ever write a man off. We've seen it so many times. But at the same time, he's earned it, man. He's earned this shot. And you know what? I'm not going to support either guy because, honestly, I'm not a fan of either guy. But I will say this. I will say that Brandon Adams is riding a confidence high right now, and Charlo most definitely isn't riding a confidence high. Although a win against Adams probably puts Charlo, not to say Adams is as much of a boost, but puts Charlo in a good position, man. Puts Charlo in a position to fight Triple G now. Is Charlo's handlers, are they wanting these big fights yet? The likes of Canelo Alvarez. The money's good, but you got to fear for a man. Obviously sometimes you got to throw a man in there, and sometimes better boxers will bring out the best in you. But yeah, Charlo as well. Let's just say it this way: it's going to be a good fight. I think Charlo is an A-grade fighter. I think that Adams is a good B-grade fighter, and hard work beats talent. So is Charlo going to be hungry? Is Charlo going to come and show us that he wants to win this fight? I think so. I would say I don't know if Charlo didn't have that bad performance in his last fight. I would say that Charlo isn't going to be hungry for this fight. But the fact that he performed so badly in that last fight, I think he's going to want to show a lot of his critics just how good he is. And then, of course, taking that next step to fighting the Danny Jacobs, to fighting the Canelo Alvarez's, to fighting the Gennady Golovkins, those sort of guys, that level, Charlo is going to have to step it up a hell of a lot to get there, because from what we saw previously, it was shocking. I mean, when I say shocking, I don't mean like, oh, he lost to a bum or something like that. No, he never lost. This guy's the undefeated Charlo. I'm just saying the performance just wasn't up to scratch. And yeah, you're gonna get criticized. You're getting paid a shitload of money. You're gonna get criticized, man. You better bet you're gonna get criticized. Like, you don't think that, oh, okay, yeah, here I am sitting on an armchair. I'm sitting here, potentially in a few years with the guts, saying that, oh, I think that this guy can't do this and that. No, shit, dude, you're getting paid a shitload more than me. I'm going to criticize you. So straight up, you got to fight Adams and you got to beat him convincingly to convince me and the rest of the public that you got it in you to beat the likes of Canelo Alvarez, to beat the likes of Triple G, Daniel Jacobs, and, I've said the lots. So yeah, straight up, good fights. I'm going to be watching this fight. Do not miss out on it, 15th of June on Showtime. Hopefully they do pick it up on networks around the world. And yeah, we're all interested in the fight. Don't get me wrong. We are very interested in the fight. But I'm going to be a critic on this one, man. I want to see Jermall Charlo step it up. Like, seriously, like, step it up. Because, yeah, he was so good against all the B-graders when he was stepping up through the division. But he had one step against a former good amateur boxer. And, I don't know. A lot of mental things go in the game of boxing. Some people have off days, and maybe I'm being hypercritical. People do have off days. I'm not gonna go there. Formerly as an amateur boxer myself, I know that there are ups and downs in the sport. When you get to the pro level, you need to step it up. But anyway, Charlo's doing amazing anyway. 28-0 is by no means bad. He's just beating everyone they put in front of him. So yeah, maybe I'm being a bit harsh, but at the end of the day, I just want to see Jermall Charlo doing well. I wanted to see all the hype about the Charlo brothers, and that was like everyone was telling me, the Charlo brothers, and I was like, yeah, the Charlo brothers, like, yeah, like I want to see more. And then I saw that last event, and I was like, oh, the Charlo brothers. But yeah, there's levels in boxing, and I picked Charlo to beat Brandon Adams. That's my personal opinion. So anyone out there, I appreciate any likes, comments. Just tell me what you think on this, man. Like, seriously, weigh in on this fight. How do you think it's going to go? Am I wrong? Is Adams actually got a genuine chance of beating Jermall Charlo? Let me know, man. I hope you guys are having a good one, and cheers.